Watching Pete today, it sounds like the roaming prepper. He sounds like he likes his wine. Really into knowing all about wine. But I don't know if anybody else is on. I just said I'd take a little walk, do a ruck. Loaded up some water bottles and some odds and ends and threw it in my pack to try this out. I'm gonna try to do a live every Friday at 6, just for a little while to see. Oh, looks like I got some fresh deer prints. But I'd like to get a few things planted, but the ground is not cooperating around here just yet. It was 35 this morning when I got up, and they say it's up to 50 now, but sure don't seem like it. It's awfully foggy. Over by the lake, it's real bad. But you know, we talked the other day on the lives about preparing. You know, and I understand, you know, like Half-Ass said, we were talking and he said that, you know, well, that's just a way of life. That's what we've been doing. That's the way I grew up. And yeah, I grew up like that too. We've always canned and put stuff away, but I think it was Y2K is when I really started to stockpile. You know, put a little more and a little more and a little more, because, you know, people are out there, oh, you know, Y2K, it's going to shut every computer down. Well, can you imagine what happened if we shut every computer down? We're become so damn reliant on frickin' computers. I don't know. But we've just become so reliant on them that I just hate it. You know, I said I'd never own a computer. Next thing you know is a friend of mine built me one, and been on one ever since. Now here I am with one in my hand. It's pretty crazy. My first cell phone was in a briefcase, big leather briefcase. I used to drive about 45 minutes one way to work, and it was at one point it was per call, and then for $7 a month, you had to pay $7 a month to have service. Wouldn't I like to have that now? You can kind of see it's still a little foggy, hazy. Over in there some places where the sun is, believe it or not. But anyways, get back to my bitch session about computers. You know, here's what I've realized and what I've been looking at and kind of been in the back of my mind. You guys tell me if I'm wrong or not, but so keep having all these quote unquote cyber attacks on computers, right? All these all the computers are down, you know, somebody hacked into them. Oh, you know, okay, it's back. Everything's good now. And they've been doing it to bigger and bigger companies and different networks. What if that's just a trial run to see if they can get into those certain companies and get into your computers and phones? Well, and then when they want to, they just throw the switch. And who is they? You know, it's a good question. Stop for a second. I'm gonna get my radio out. JD to advert. Okay. Is everything coming through on the live okay? That's okay. I just wanted to see, I wanted to do a radio check, and I wanted to see if that live was okay. I'm going to keep going. Alrighty. Now that I know that works, I'm happy that it goes as far as it does. I'll keep going and see what happens. Check it again in a little bit. I've been bugging Vision, and I see Devil Dog was bugging Vision the other night too, trying to find out whether he thinks he might have that bug out weekend or not. And I told him before, if he needed help, let me know, see if there's something I can do. But I know he said it depends on a few personal things, and I'm just worried that a lot of people at the last minute won't be able to get work off on time to be able to go. So, like me. But, oh, and then the other day when I was doing that live, I was talking about those silver oval above ground planters kind of things. Amber, a friend of mine, got those for me. And I put them together, and I used them last year. They worked out great. I think I showed some videos or pictures of them. I planted some German tomatoes in them, and some squash. And I didn't mean to, but some beans. When I transferred the dirt from the garden, out in the garden, to the planters, some beans must have been in there from the year before. They come up really good. So, but I know when I watch Mad Shad doing his rucks, he's got a really nice area to go walking in. I like that. Me, I'm out in the middle of some damn cornfields, but that's okay too. Nice and quiet, nobody bother me. Now that I say that, somebody will come flying up in a truck or something. I don't know what the hell I'm doing out here. KP, he was looking at getting a job there at that one company. I hope he gets it. Sounds like he'll be happy with it. He's got a little wild child. Good kid. Real good kid. Keep an eye on the time too. 6:15. I get stuck way out here in the dark. Find my way back again. Like I say, these are all just trial videos, trial lives, just to see how far out I can get and see if there's any issues. Head back the other way now. There was some state land I wanted to go over and get to. It was roundabout landlocked by two different people. And I wanted to get over there and see how that works, or see if there's a path that goes in between, or if there's markers, or a pretty comfortable pack anyways. I got this pack, it's an old Army pack. Mad Shad had talked about a place in Cleveland, Forest City Supply, I think it was. Can't remember the exact name. That might be it, I don't know. But so we took a day trip down there, and on the way to some Amish stores out that way, and then I didn't go in there to buy anything, but I knew I would. And it's cool. You can buy new or used. Had some pretty good deals on used stuff. You just look at it real good. This pack here had one clip that was broken. I don't use that clip anyways. But you can replace them, especially if you know how to stitch. If you can sew it, then you can replace it anyways. But it was something that I don't use. But I should have done a radio check when I was further out. But we were out snowmobiling one year. A friend of mine come over and he says, JD, let's go for a ride in that snowmobile you keep telling me about. Okay. So we went out and jumped on it. And we're hustling down. We're about a mile from home. And it starts bogging down. It just stops. Like, what the heck? And look at the gas gauge. It says full. We pull started. Like, man, there's something wrong. He's laughing at me. He's like, You know, he says, thought you said it was such a good snow. I said, it is. It's great. You know, it was the old cork float gas gauge, and the cork was stuck all the way up at the top. I'd run the gas out of it and didn't even know it. I opened it up and stuck a stick way down in there. There wasn't nothing in it. So walked all the way back and got a gallon of gas, came back, put it in it, fired right up. We took off again. Them are the old days when we actually used to get snow around here. We got 10 inches at one time this year. Other than that, just a couple inches here and there, and that was it. I'm really disappointed. But we're getting extreme colds. Good enough to freeze and kill off all the bugs, things we don't need. It's like I was looking at all the different houses to buy. You know, it's always fun to see how much they want for them, what work needs to be done to them, where they're at. It'd be nice to move a little bit further south, but the only problem then, you're in the Ohio Valley. They get more snow, more bad weather than we do. We're up in Michigan. But anyways, back to the bugs. Squirrel. It kills off all the bugs, and I thought about, oh geez, if you'd moved to Texas, you have to deal with whatever they have down there. Scorpions, snakes, different things like that. We're up here. I don't have to deal with that. We got some small spiders that are deadly, but other than that, it's just nothing big deal to deal with. And we're not way up north in the upper or in the lower upper. They call the people that live across on the other side of the bridge a youper, because you're on the other side of the bridge. And then if you're below the bridge, you're a troll, if you live in Michigan. So anyways, but the bugs, squirrel, what to deal with, and I wouldn't want to deal with some of the things that they have down there, like in the Aussies. Did you ever see the spiders they have? Jesus Christ, they're the size of a dinner plate. I don't think so. They're like, oh, they won't hurt you. I don't give a shit. Spider that big, I don't want to deal with. Probably have shotgun holes all over my house. Should change my name to Rambling Man, because I'm rambling on. I first got down here, start walking. They dropped me off. We had to dodge a couple deer, ran out in front of us. You guys ever think about when you're at work, lights go out, computer goes off, check your phone, no cell service? What are you gonna do? Go outside, car's dead, accidents are happening. What would have never happened? So they say. But will it? Don't know. I hope not. even though we're prepared if it does. Mentally, I don't know. You don't know that until it happens. I know when I was on the fire department, you train and train and train. And you could cut a door off a car 100 times at the fire department for training with the jaws. And I guarantee you, when you get to a fire call and you got to cut a door off, it's going to be different. And I have a feeling just about everything in life is that way. You can try to prepare, you can try to prepare. All you can do is hope to make it smoother, make it a little more easy. These are some of the places I'd hang out when I was a kid. One of my best friends I grew up with, riding bikes and getting in trouble. He's a few years younger than me, but he just passed away last week. The big C word. Didn't know he had it. I'd seen him a few months ago. We always wave at each other. But, didn't know. Watched Jason take a Angry Pepper take a ruck today, going up and down those hills in New York City. I wouldn't want to live there. I don't care how much they pay me. Not in the city. Couldn't do it. I grew up out in the middle of nowhere, and that's where I want to stay. Just don't want to have to live there. And you know, some people say the same thing. They live in the city and say, there ain't no way I'm living out there in the woods. You know, not in the woods, I'm in the middle of a cornfield. It's different. Well, I'm to the area now where I got to figure out I'm just gonna go for it. I say I can't go too far because it's starting to get dark. But That's the only way I know to get to the state land. National Wildlife Refuge. Can't go that way, it's closed. Okay, I won't go that way. I haven't even been paying attention if anybody got on or not. Talked to the township supervisor earlier today. Asked him about this. He said it'd be all right. Are you hunting? I said, no. I said, all right. And then I said, just want to take a walk. Talked about making this a bike trail. You guys are probably getting dizzy. Well, that's a gigantic rock. Well, something like that would have around here. figured to do this now, because in the spring, you're not going to be able to see nothing but leaves. Somebody's got a little path there. They marked probably for deer hunting. Looks like maybe a way to get across there. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See a culvert down there. Somebody's tree stand. I ain't gonna go back there. It's not deer hunting season, but still respect him. Not going near him. Leave it alone. Well, I'm gonna start heading back, and maybe do double time, so I ain't gonna be able to do that with my camera on. And I'll do a radio check real quick. JD to advert. Copy.
This is Mrs. JD.
Mrs. JD, can you send my car, please? It'll be about 5 minutes before I get back, but I'm gonna start heading back.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna stop the live. I'll see y'all later.